Hey guys, this is Chris McCullough again. I am here giving a presentation on my final album cover. So for my final album cover, I decided to go with the typography album cover. I like the other ones, but I'm more interested in typography. I feel it's extremely powerful without actually having to, draw or bring in imagery. You can convey a message. For this album cover, I used Audio Adrenaline's album "Until My Heart Caves In," and in this album, they're really pushing how we need to have a fire in our heart for the work of God. We need to have a fire in our heart to show our love for Him and to do things for Him. So for this album, I chose a wood background, a wood grain background, and that obviously is a direct correlation to the cross. It's giving us a constant reminder of what was done for us. I went with a pretty basic font. It's like a pre Helvetica sans serif font, used a lot in the 30s. And I chose it because it's easily readable. It gets the message across. For the design itself, I wanted a kind of convoluted, claustrophobic feeling, and kind of chaotic, not too uniform. I didn't want all the letters to line up in perfect rows, and I didn't want it to feel very uniform and clean. I wanted it a little bit chaotic, but not too chaotic to where you can't read what it says. I ran the letters in rows, so if you read left to right, it reads "Until My Heart Caves In," Audio Adrenaline. And like I said, I wanted it kind of uncomfortable, and that's kind of alluding to how we should feel, knowing that we're living in sin constantly, and that we should always be somewhat uncomfortable about how we act. We should always want to act better, live a better life. So that kind of alludes to that. For the word heart, I changed the color to red, obviously, again, alluding to the blood of Christ, what was done for us on the cross, and and that. So that gives a pop to the word heart. And that's really what the album is about. It's about your heart, about the fire in your heart. So that makes it stand out, the word heart stand out. And like I said, it's uncomfortable because it's split into two lines. It's not pushed into one. It doesn't just say heart. It's he and art. So it's kind of uncomfortable, which is what I was going for. And then I also changed the color of the word sin. Sin just happened to be a word that was in this line of letters, because caves and in are next to each other, so it created the word sin, and I really thought that was awesome. So I changed the color of that to black, because that's what sin is to us. It's black. It's bad. It's a separation from us from God. So I felt like that needed to be alluded to also. And then the rest of it is just the regular white color, white being pure, which is what we strive for, purity and a life for God. So that's my analysis of my album. I feel it turned out pretty good. Put a lot of thought and effort into it, and I hope you guys can see that. I really like it because the more you look at it, the more you see in it. At a glance, it just looks like type on a page, but as you look into it more, you start to realize that there's really meaning behind it. So, thank you.